OK hand gesture has been recognized as a hate symbol alongside the swastika. America's Anti-Defamation League based its decision on the sign's adoption by white supremacists.
Even as extremists continue to use symbols that may be years or decades old, they regularly create new symbols, memes and slogans to express their hateful sentiments. We believe law enforcement and the public needs to be fully informed about the meaning of these images, which can serve as a first warning sign to the presence of haters in the community or school.
The OK symbol's white power meaning was initially part of an online prank, but apparently white supremacists liked what they saw and started using it that way in earnest. Among them, the Christchurch terrorist during a court appearance. The ADL says cases like that warrant its inclusion on the list of hate symbols, adding, though, that context is always important. Last year, a former White House staffer was accused of making the white power sign, but her defenders pointed out she's Mexican-American and a descendant of Holocaust survivors. We put the issue up for debate.
I think it's pretty ridiculous to label a thing like a bowl cut or the OK symbol as a symbol of white supremacy. I feel like racists do certain things, but I mean, at a certain point, they do everything that normal people do. I mean, racists have to eat food, they have to drink water, they have to breathe air. So at what point do we label eating food as racist, drinking water as racist, and breathing air as racist? It's just really kind of absurd at this particular point in time to label some of these innocent things that have been innocent things for a very long time with racist, hateful, subversive groups.
The problem is that the symbol has become an actual code to say, hey, we are part of this group, you are not, and you know, the main point of this is like is Swastika for. Well, it's far-right movement supporting, you know, again, far-right ideologies that are very well known in this country to be, you know, flourishing. But my point is, you know, Swastika, for instance, in it was an Indian sacred religious symbol, 500 years BC, and you know, some people in Germany took it, put it on a red flag, and now it was their symbol. It was an inverted swastika, and that became the symbol of Nazism.
Okay, but the OK sign is not that. All right, the OK sign, you can find it right now on your phone if you have a Android device, iPhone. You can find the OK sign right now when you search for the emoji that is the equivalent to OK. Okay, it has been used as OK for a very long time. It wasn't up until a couple of years ago where it was some kind of troll thing happening on the internet that it became something else because the mainstream media picked it up. And I think the whole purpose of the trolling campaign was to trick the mainstream media into doing that. And of course they did. Now we're here.
But what the ADL is looking for here is not to label every single thing that we do say or you know, we communicate. What they're specifically doing is trying to inform you know, people that there are certain symbols that seem innocuous, but that are currently being used to essentially incite to violence and crime and, you know, fundamentalist political ideas that put this democracy in jeopardy. But we're talking about a symbol that started as something that was not necessarily what it is today. The problem is that somewhere along the line, that symbol that started as a trolling campaign, as a bait, became an actual, you know, sign of belonging for people in the far right.
It's not. It's really not.
Well,
some people believe
tell me
it,
how
but it's really not.
It hasn't.
I mean, the symbol is not some kind of hate symbol. Like I said, the blood gang uses that. I'm sure there have been plenty of actual killings that happen every single day, and they've been going on for a very long time, since the 1970s when they came out. But for some reason, that's not been seen as a hate symbol. You can have it right now in your phone as an emoji for the OK symbol. And smartphones and all of that have come around long after these street gangs have originated. So obviously we didn't think about this thing that existed back then in a certain context in the form of a hate symbol in general to just label it as a hate symbol. But now all of a sudden, because the mainstream media has gotten a hold of it because of a trolling campaign, now we want to say it's a hate symbol. It's ridiculous. It is not a hate symbol. It is an innocent thing. If people want to use it for whatever they want to use it for, okay. But to compare it to the Nazi flag is absurd. Okay, millions dead, long history, war, an entire country versus the OK sign.
Swastika was not a hate symbol until it was used by the Nazis.
Dead,
it was an Indian sacred religious symbol
in the whole country.
before that.
Come on, stop it.